So, you've got a great business idea, a hustle that's really starting to take off in Pakistan. And you're thinking, okay, what's next? How do I make this whole thing official? Well, you have come to exactly the right place. We are about to walk through the entire company registration process, step by step. Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and a very warm welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've got a lot of really valuable information to cover today, so let's jump right in. So who is this for, really? Are you a freelancer, maybe crushing it on Upwork or Fiverr? Or are you a startup founder, with that next big idea? Perhaps you're already running a small business. If you're nodding your head to any of these, then stick around. This guide is built just for you. And trust me, you'll want to stay till the end as we break it all down. All right, let's talk about the why. Why go through all this trouble? It's easy to think of it as just paperwork, but it's so much more than that. It's about giving your business its own legal identity. Think of it like a birth certificate for your company. It's the foundation that lets you build trust, get investment, and really truly grow. And look, this isn't just for big corporations. Are you a freelancer on platforms like Upwork or Fiverr? A small business owner? Maybe you're in the import/export game? Or hey, maybe you're just building a brand that you're super passionate about. For all of you, formal registration is that first critical step. It's how you tell everyone, hey, I'm serious about this. Now, if you're a solo entrepreneur, a one-person army, you might be thinking, is there something simple for me? And the answer is yes. There's a perfect structure designed just for you. Let's get into what an SMC is. Okay, so what is an SMC? It stands for Single Member Company, and honestly, the name says it all. It's a company with just one owner, and that owner is also the only director. The bottom line, if you're starting business by yourself, this is almost always the best, most straightforward way to go. All right, let's get down to brass tacks. How do you actually do this? The good news is the entire process is online. It's all handled through an official government portal called LEAP, which is run by the SECP. That's the Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan. Let's break down how to use it. Okay, this is super important. The only official website you should use is this one right here, leap.cpcp.gov.pk. Seriously, bookmark it. Don't get tricked by other sites. Using the official portal is the only way to protect your personal information and make sure you're doing everything by the book. So the whole journey can be boiled down to these 6 key steps. First up, you'll create your account using your email and CNIC. Step 2 is reserving a unique name for your company. Then, step 3, you'll fill out the main incorporation form. This is where all the details go. 4, you upload your documents. 5, you pay the official fee. And finally, the last step, number 6, you hit submit and send it off for review. Now, those steps sound pretty straightforward, right? But here's the catch. The details are everything. One small typo, one incorrect detail on that form, and boom, your application can get stuck for weeks. This is exactly why getting professional help from a firm like LegalBridge LLP can be a game changer. They make sure every single field is filled out perfectly for a smooth, fast process. So if you get everything right, how long does it take? You're probably going to be surprised by this. It usually only takes 1 to 3 working days. Yeah, that's it. When done correctly, the system is incredibly fast. But that quick timeline, it's completely dependent on a perfect submission. Any mistakes, and that 1 to 3 day window goes right out the window. That's why professional handling, for example by a trusted firm like LegalBridge LLP, helps guarantee that speedy approval. They're all about getting it right the very first time, so you avoid those frustrating delays. Okay, let's be real for a second. Things can go wrong. Applications do get rejected. So let's talk about the most common mistakes, the pitfalls that trip people up, so you know exactly what to look out for. Here are the big 3 culprits. Number 1, wrong or just incomplete information. It sounds simple, but it happens all the time. Number 2, trying to register a company name that someone else is already using. And number 3, mismatched info. This is a big one. What you write in the form doesn't match what's on your CNIC or other documents. These are the traps you absolutely have to avoid. And believe me, the consequences of these simple mistakes are anything but simple. They can lead to really serious delays, a ton of back and forth, and just frustration. Right when you're excited and trying to get your business off the ground. That's why an error-free submission is more than just a nice to have. It's absolutely key to starting off on the right foot. So how do you protect your time, your money, and your sanity? Honestly, investing in expertise is one of the smartest things you can do. Firms that specialize in this, like LegalBridge LLP, know exactly what the SECP is looking for. Their whole job is to make sure your submission is perfect to avoid those rejections. Okay, so you did it. Your application was approved, and you have your incorporation certificate. That's a huge moment, and you should definitely celebrate. But it's not the finish line. It's actually the starting line of your official journey, and there are a few more legal steps you need to take right away. So here's your immediate to-do list. First thing, you've got to get a national tax number, an NTN, for your new company. Second, you absolutely must open a separate business bank account. And third, depending on what your business does, you might also need to register for sales tax. Don't skip these steps. And this brings up a really important point. Ongoing compliance is just as critical as the initial registration. It's not a one-time thing. For that peace of mind, knowing that you're always on the right side of the law, a lot of business owners rely on experts like LegalBridge LLP to manage these essential next steps for them. Okay, let's zoom out for a second and look at the big picture here. After all this, what have you actually accomplished? What does it all mean for your business? Well, what you've done is build the foundation for all your future growth. Just look at the difference here. On one side, without registration, you have limited trust, you'll hit walls when you try to grow, and maybe scariest of all, you have personal liability. That means if the business has debt, they can come after your personal assets. Now look at the other side. With registration, you build credibility, you open doors for expansion, and you get that crucial legal protection. It's really a night and day difference. Hey, if this guide has been helpful for you, if you've learned something today, could you do me a small favor? Just take a second to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you know someone else, another freelancer, another founder who could benefit from this, please share it. It helps us reach and help more people just like you. At the end of the day, it really all boils down to this single idea. A proper legal structure isn't just a bureaucratic hurdle. It's the bedrock. It's the solid ground you build your entire successful business on, making sure you're ready for the future. So the real question is, are you ready to build your business with confidence? I truly hope this guide has cleared things up and given you the roadmap you need. Thank you so much for your time today. And just one last piece of advice. When you're dealing with something as important as the legal foundation of your business, getting professional guidance isn't an expense, it's an investment. Reaching out to a firm like LegalBridge LLP is a smart, responsible step to ensure you start strong. Allah Hafiz.
When the world needs protection, it chooses LegalBridge Corporate Law Firm. Build strong. Grow global. Start today.